Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. I decided to cut this vlog into 2 parts. So if you clicked on this one, make sure you go back and watch part 1. I'll link to it right here in the vlog so that you have the opportunity to see where we're at. Just so you don't feel out of the loop, but I'm about to take Z hacking. I'm also pushing myself to ride with no spurs, at least until January. You know, we've really pinpointed that the feeling of spurs tends to seem to irritate him and make him not want to go forward more. So I'm just gonna get stronger legs and try to figure out if we can ride him with no spurs. Okay, this is, you know, this is just, you're literally the cutest in this moment. He got his teeth done last week. Nice chill time. He's feeling good. All right, see you guys when we get back. Are you trying to open the cookie jar? Goodness, no. That was cheeky. You're silly boy. You didn't, I've never given you a cookie out of there. How did you even know there was cookies in there? My very dark brown creature. Sir? Hi. Do you want to show off your cute face? Oh, hello. His mane looks so good. I still can't get over how dark he is. Kind of a gloomy day. It's fall, but the flies are still biting. Go on. I thought we could take Z for a little post-hack graze while we talk about his successful training debut. Right, buddy? So proud of him. He's like, where are we going, woman? I said we could chat about his training debut, but now my camera's gonna die, so I will fill you guys in while I do some more chores. Okay. My boots got really dirty and like rained on Saturday, and I didn't clean them because I was lazy. So I'm just cleaning them up really quick before I feed lunch and muck a couple stalls. And then if I have time, I'll tend to tidying up midnight. If not, that'll become another vlog because I think I also need to hop out to the feed store really quick. I feel like I'm constantly trying to figure out the best solution for keeping him like fat. So it's kind of just like never ending. If I don't go to the feed store now in the middle of the day, I'm gonna have to go to Tractor Supply at the end of the day, which like is fine, but they don't have the stress-free there. I might try to give him some like fresh alfalfa again. Let's see if he likes eating that. He's just so picky and fussy. I did already pick the paddock, so I'm gonna feed lunch and milk a couple stalls and scrub buckets and stuff, and then I'll whether or not I'm doing midnight, I will wrap up the vlog with giving you guys the full Brook training recap, so stick with me. Busy day here. Tuesdays are always pretty busy. It's my Monday, so. So this is Sweet Midnight, and while her hair is out of control, she's actually a really big, sweet loaf of a girl. Her mane could use a little taming though. It's a little bit wild, as you can see. We're gonna kind of get that under wraps today. Also, her tail is dragging on the ground. So I want to brush that out and trim it up. She is just a big love bug draft horse, and we love having her. She's super sweet, not marish at all, and she deserves to be pampered. Yeah, you deserve a little haircut. Okay, I'm not going to film the whole thing, so this is the before. Okay, it's probably not like completely perfect. This is a pretty thick mane though, so I did the best I could for today. There's a lot of hair on the ground. Just need to do her tail still. You're such a sweet girl. What's up, Norman? So ticklish. So in typical Emily fashion, this is extending into a 2-day vlog because I got busy with actual work yesterday and had to do chores. So I'm gonna take Z for a walk for some grass, and we can finish up the vlog and recap Course Brook, and then I think you guys will be all caught up. I have some hopefully exciting vlog stuff to do the next couple weeks. I want to do some Magnaway for you guys and talk a little bit about that. I have some cleaning and stuff I want to do, just some other like catching up things. So we'll kind of wrap up with the last of the Z update. He's been really enjoying vacation, so let me grab him and then we'll go for a walk. Hi. You spilled your water everywhere. Oh, you made a nice mess. Oh. You're gonna knock my camera over. Come on. He's like, I really enjoy cribbing though. Come on, we're gonna go for a walk and get some grass, and we're gonna talk about how good you were at Course Brook. He's like, I have to find the most ideal spot. He's really picky about grass. He really loves the little like clovery stuff, and I don't know, he won't just eat any grass because it's seed. So to kind of recap a little bit, and I will definitely put some video in the vlog here, we had our best dressage to date. I was really proud of him, our best score. I don't know that he came out as like loose and supple as I had hoped, but we still had our best score to date. I could just tell like he was in such a good zone going into the day, so I was really excited about that. I was really nervous when I walked the course because there was 2 skinnies, which I'll throw a picture in here. First off, the 2 big tables were like fences 3 and 5 on the course, so I was like, I wanted to puke at the course walk. And then fences 9, like AB, was 2 skinnies, and when he's had issues being unsure and green about things, he always runs out to the right, and there was opening on the right, and I just felt like I was a little nervous about that. He's still kind of green with skinny stuff, and if I don't give him the perfect ride in, he can definitely hesitate. So it was just definitely a lot, move up wise, a little bit more than I was expecting right off the bat. And then the one like skinny, hedgy jump that I was nervous about was coming out of the water. It was the B element, the water. We did not get to school those cross country beforehand because he lost his shoe the day I was supposed to go do all of our last final cross country schooling stuff. He lost his shoe at the warm-up fence the day that we went out cross country schooling, which was upsetting to say the least, but I literally jumped like 5 fences after that because I didn't want him to be footsore the weekend before. The one thing I love about Course Brook is it goes through the woods, so in a lot of ways it funnels you through the course. I felt like that was going to be really positive. For him. When he's out in an open field, he can get very distracted and kind of gallop and drift sideways. So Course Brook kind of helped funnel his greenness down a path, and that definitely helped. And he's had great show jump rounds there before, so we did have a good show jump round at our training move up. There was one rail, the second to the last fence, that I feel like a little bit was his fault. I'll put the video in here. So at that point in time, we've had our nicest dressage score to date, a good show jump around. And I went into the cross country, and thanks to all the work that I've done to be in a good mental headspace, I felt like not confident that it would go well, but confident that I had a plan. I was like, listen, I'm going to go out, I'm going to ride my plan. My horse is still quite green, and if he stops at a fence, I need to know myself that I rode appropriately, and he just was confused by the question. So I didn't feel nervous going into the cross country, which if you were around for any of our adventure together last year, there was a lot of cross country anxiety moving off of Doppler to this horse for me. So that to me was like such a win. And then we went and got around the whole course. I was so proud of him for answering all of the questions appropriately. I'm going to talk over a couple of clips here from the course. So in the first 2 clips, you can see he comes out to fences 4 and 5, just super game. He nailed the coffin combination, and the big table was giving me a really super ride. The next clip I wanted to add in, one of my subscribers actually caught, which was awesome. The jump into the water, he actually tripped in the water, and I lost my stirrup, almost fell off for a second. And
I had to jump this skinny I was afraid of with no stirrup, but we got it done. I was really, really proud of him for not bailing out there where things kind of got a little crazy. So yeah, it went great. We had a ton of time. As you could see if you watched the helmet camera or even some of those clips, it was super muddy. A lot of people made time. I personally decided to trot a lot of the long muddy spots. Z got injured about this time last year in the paddock, but I was very nervous that he could hurt himself in the mud. He's being so silly right now. Obviously, making time was not the goal for the day, so as frustrated as I was to have so much time, I know that I made the right decision when it comes to his well-being and safety out in the mud. We'll work on time another season. That was not the goal. It's funny because we've had some cold snaps here, but the last of the flies that are lingering are vicious, and the horses are so agitated by it. Did you find another spot? So yeah, I feel like that's pretty much the recap. I was so proud of both of us in different ways. Myself for not feeling super nervous like I was going to throw up and riding my plan, and him for showing up when I gave him the right ride in to some tough combinations that he's still super green about. I feel like we both did our jobs and had a successful outing. And I can't be more thrilled to cross that goal off the checklist. That one's kind of been lingering the last couple of years. It was something I didn't get to do with Doppy's move up. And I also didn't want to push it at the wrong time with him. But I definitely felt like we had done all the work and it was time to just go test our training. So yeah, I think that pretty much catches you guys up. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know that Z is getting a much needed vacation. He's just been going for hacks and enjoying some downtime and extra days off. I'm afraid to just throw him out in a field for a couple of months because I think he'd be a little too feral. But hacking has been his best friend, and lots of grass and just chilling. I'm going to probably give him 2 months of just hacking and hanging out. And then in December-ish, we'll start to get back to work with flat work. I don't really plan to jump a lot this winter, just to preserve his soundness and keep him happy. You know, he has a lot of underlying things from his time at the track, and I've done a great job this year, not to like toot my own horn, but I've figured out what's worked for him, and so that is my main priority going into the winter, is continue to work on the dressage and keep him sound and happy. That's always my top goal. I'm going to pursue some other endeavors with groundwork and stuff with him too. Just fun stuff as we continue to build our partnership, and I love feeling like he trusts me and we have a bond now. That's really special to me. So now I'm actually wrapping up the vlog. Sorry, this was such a long rambling vlog of you guys just listening to me talk a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed. All of my regular subscribers enjoyed catching up though and getting all the details from my ventures with Z. And please make sure, as always, to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and I'll be back soon with more. Bye guys.